First hole is done, and we have successfully removed some rust here, so that's good. And these I might have to cut out with the grinder, I think. Anybody in for some sweet cheese? Got some major holes, but at least the worst of the rust is removed. What I'm doing now is that I'm marking up all the holes that I don't want anymore, so the welder can weld this. Here we have a bunch. While I'm at it, I can remove them. I think I can remove these. These are for the original rear taillight, which I'm not going to use. This is now ready to go off to someone who can weld. I need to find someone because I can't weld. So I mean, the major rust parts are removed. Then we have some small things here, you know, that I need to grind down and have some filler on later, but I can't remove everything because then I won't have any steel left, and this is nothing major. I can remove this by grinding these spots down. So I need to sort this out now. Now that I can't get any further with the frame, I think I'm going to start with the engine. So first of all, I'm going to split the engine casings and take everything out so that I can start to change the bearings and so on. Now we're going to have a look here. I'm going to remove the head here, and we're going to see if this has been leaking here, because I've had quite a few Vespas and all of them have been leaking between the cylinder and cylinder head. Despite age or mileage, all of them have been leaking here. This doesn't seem to have been leaking actually. Unbelievable. I must say that the piston, the cylinder head are in a better condition than I would have expected, because this engine has about, not quite, but almost 40,000 kilometers on it. So you can see some wear here and on the piston, mainly on this side, but better than I thought. There we go. That's the flywheel. Can you see it move? It might be time for some new bearings, I think. Usually you can have a bit of play in these, but I think this might be a little bit too much. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but there is very much metal chips here. If you can see it, very much all the way here. So I think it's a good thing to fix this engine up. Here we go. Whoops. That's the spring for the kick. It came out. Now that's apart. That's great. Now I'm going to pick everything else apart. Look at this. Crank is very wobbly. I'm going to loosen the clutch on the other side and see if it's just it pops out. The clutch is removed, and I must say this crankshaft comes out a little too easy, I must say. There we go. We're going to have a new one later on, 60 millimeters. Now that the crank shaft is out, we want to see that we don't have any damages here in the rotor valve housing, because then we have some serious problems. But this This looks really, really good, I must say. There's nothing. It looks super, so that's good. No issues with that. Now let's pick the input shaft and the transmission out. That's it. Everything is apart. There, and I think next step is to clean this up and start to change the bearings. But that will be in the next one.